Hello everybody and welcome to this video of myself and Mr. Mike Innes.
Hi
Sam. We are going to be looking at a King trombone and specifically the King 3BG.
Exactly.
Which has the bronze type bell or gold brass, however you want to refer to it, which you can see is sort of darker looking. So just actually, let's hit the main specs really of the King. This is one of the new variants, and maybe we should explain that as well. They've had some slight aesthetic modifications.
They have. Now the 3B has only been out for a shorter space of time, around about 60 years. Whereas the 2B, as we've said in one of our other videos, has been out for about 80 years. Now, this has been around since about the mid-50s. It's a larger bore, but it's still a medium-large in the world of trombones.
Yeah.
It's 0.508 of an inch on each leg, so it's not a dual bore like the smaller 2B. It has an 8-inch bell, slightly larger than its smaller counterpoint, the 2B. Recently, there have been some lovely additions, retro ideas. If you notice here, the smaller balance weight, with some lovely engraving on it, which was featured on the older instruments, and some great elaborate engraving on here as well. Only reintroduced probably a couple of years ago, unless I'm mistaken. Great, it sets the instrument off, it's nicely done, it's a lovely instrument to hold, it's balanced, and it feels right.
Cool, well let's just have a little listen to it and then we can talk about why you might think about a 3B versus say a 2B and some of the other variants in terms of where, you know, the suitability for it. But let's just have a little listen first,
okay.
That's all right?
Yeah.
So, in terms of, we've talked about the 2B in a separate video, and there's a couple of variants, the Wigham, etc., etc. Where would the 3B be of most use, or where, from as a working trombonist point of view, where would you think, yeah, 3B is probably where I want to be?
The 3B is probably slightly more versatile than the 2B. It could be used as first trombone in the brass band or a concert band. It can certainly be used on virtually any chair except for the bass trombone in a big band setting. Any smaller group jazz sort of idea could, you know, have this. If you're in a one trombone band, it's fine, or with 3 others with you. Also, it's great for salsa, pop stuff. It's really a versatile instrument. It's what would be described as a medium-large.
Yeah, yeah. So from the point of view of players who are moving up, say, from a student tenor trombone, and maybe they need to hit quite a bit of different playing situations, that might be a slightly better bet. Whereas arguably the 2B, if you're doing pure jazz stuff, it might be the better
I think
option.
you're exactly right, Sam. This will do pretty much everything, except for the symphony orchestra.
Yeah.
It won't do that. Got to have something large for that. Even if you think it sounds right for some sort of symphony settings, the people around you won't like the look of it. so you've got to go by that as well, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. Well, actually, we should mention slightly, this is the G version.
Yes.
Which has a little, what would you say, potentially more warmth to the sound, Mike? Because there is the yellow brass standard version as well.
Yeah, it depends on how you feel behind the mouthpiece as you play it, but the idea is that it's got a little more warmth to it and probably less edge.
Yes.
But having said that, it'll give you plenty of edge if you put some air through it.
Yeah.
It really will. You know.
Maybe it depends again on mouthpiece selection and everything else. But...
Exactly. The usual variants, really. Things you use this end.
Yeah.
will determine what's coming out of that end, really. So,
it's pure science. Cool. All right, well, maybe give us a little bit more blowing, Mike, just so we can hear a bit more of what it can do.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.